We're into October, we've crowned new Hyundai Archery World Cup champions, and many international teams have broken camp for the off-season as, in the Northern Hemisphere at least, winter starts to close in. And that can only mean one thing: 18 metres. There'll be no rush to head indoors for one leading team in 2023 though. The breakout season for India's compound team culminated in a ridiculous performance at the Asian Games to start October. Having won the nation's first ever World Championship titles in August, the Indian team dominated in Hangzhou, becoming the first nation, not named Korea, to lead the medal table since 1978. All 5 compound titles went to Indian archers, but the historic result was capped by team leader Jyoti Surekavenim, who beat So Chai-won to knock the Korean squad to second best. Rewind to the start of September when we were in Hermosillo for the Hyundai Archery World Cup final, where another icon of the compound women's competition, Colombia's Sara Lopez, was adding to an already incredible legacy. Lopez goes into the 10. Galantina's dropped it. History has been made here in Hermosillo. A perhaps unlikely 8th circuit trophy for the GOAT, but a record 8th circuit trophy nonetheless.
Bueno, este octavo título para mí significa muchísimo porque se marca una década desde que comencé en el alto rendimiento, se marca una década desde la primera vez que gané una Copa del Mundo y me hace recordar cuando yo tenía 13 años que encontré este deporte, cuando comencé a soñar en grande, en ser una de las mejores del mundo, que esos sueños eran reales, eran posibles, que valía la pena el sacrificio que hizo mi familia, que hice yo, que ha hecho todo el equipo de trabajo que está conmigo. Y siento que no solamente es un legado que se deja a nombre propio, sino un legado a nombre del país. Colombia ha demostrado en los últimos 10 años que somos de los mejores del mundo, que a pesar de que no tenemos los mismos recursos que grandes potencias, podemos hacer las cosas bien, porque hacemos las cosas con amor y porque hacemos las cosas desde el corazón. No con ganas de ganar dinero, medallas o fama, sino con mucho amor por lo que hacemos y nos disfrutamos la competencia. Entonces este legado no es a nombre propio, sino a nombre de un país que ha hecho las cosas muy bien, de un equipo de gente increíble que considero más que compañeros de equipo, los considero familia, y este es el resultado de esos años de mucho trabajo duro y de soñar en grande.
Wins in Mexico too for Kang Chae-young, youngster Matthias Fullerton and Marcus D'Almeida, the world #1, who continues to break new ground for Brazil as recurve archers worldwide begin to look towards the Olympics. Qualifying for Paris 2024 is well underway, after archers from Korea, China, Indonesia and Mongolia, courtesy of the country's first ever Asian Games champion, Otgonbold Bartarkuag, secured spots. Some 38 of the 128 tickets to the next Olympics are now booked. Quota spots are available at a few more continental events in 2023, including the Pan Am Games in Chile, African and Asian Championships, before things really heat up in spring 2024. From start to finish, 2023 has been India's year. The best team at the Asian Games, a consistent winner on the World Cup circuit, and for the first time in the sport's history, a World Championship winning nation.
जब मैं 9 साल की थी 2016 में, तो पापा का ऐसा था कि स्टडी के साथ कोई गेम भी करना चाहिए। तो पापा ने एक दिन मेरे को स्टेडियम घुमाया हमारे यहाँ का, तो वहाँ पे सारे गेम्स थे, बास्केटबॉल, वॉलीबॉल, क्रिकेट। तो उसमें एक आर्चरी था, वो मेरे को देख के बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लगा और प्रवीण सावंत सर वहाँ पे सिखा रहे थे। इंडिया में तो बहुत आर्चरी मतलब बहुत कह सकते हैं, बट जितना क्रिकेट का क्रेज़ है उतना नहीं है। बट अभी बहुत आर्चरी बढ़ रहा है, जैसे कि कंपटीशन भी बढ़ रहा है हमारे लिए, तो अभी इंडिया में बहुत इम्प्रूव होगा अभी इंडिया का आर्चरी। ये तो बहुत अच्छा मौका है कि मैं किसी के लिए इंस्पिरेशन बनूं, ताकि जो आगे भविष्य में जो प्लेयर्स आए वो हम में से किसी प्लेयर को देख के आगे बढ़े। यूथ वर्ल्ड चैम्पियनशिप ऐसा था कि जो कैडेट था वो मेरे लिए लास्ट था और मैं इस कैपेबल थी कि मैं वो जीत सकती थी, तो मैंने बस वही सोच के गई थी कि मुझे अपना बेस्ट देना है। पर मैं जब वहाँ गई वो पल मेरे लिए बहुत ही यादगार रहेगा, क्योंकि ऐसा था कि मैं थोड़ी सी बहुत प्रेशर में थी, क्योंकि मैंने जब वो लास्ट एरो चलाया और मेरे को पता चला कि मैं जीत गई हूँ, फाइनली मैं चैम्पियन बन गई, तो तब बहुत मेरे को इमोशनल फील हो रहा था, क्योंकि मैंने उसका सपना 1 साल से देखा था कि मेरे को कैडेट चैम्पियन बनना है। तो तब मेरे लिए बहुत प्राउड फील था और बहुत इमोशनल भी था। लिमरिक से जाके मैंने बर्लिन में जाने के लिए बहुत कुछ सीखा, क्योंकि जो लिमरिक की वेदर कंडीशंस थी उसका कहीं ना कहीं हिसाब से हमें बर्लिन में बहुत फ़ायदा हुआ, क्योंकि बर्लिन में भी लास्ट दिनों में वैसे ही कुछ कंडीशन रही। फाइनल्स में गए तो हमारे लिए वो बहुत अच्छा था, अपॉर्चुनिटी था कि इंडिया के लिए पहला गोल्ड लाने का। तो जब हम फाइनल में गए थे हमने यही सोचा था कि कुछ भी हो इंडिया के लिए लाना ही है गोल्ड, तो हमने बस वही सोच के खेला और हम फाइनली गोल्ड ले आए इंडिया के लिए एज ए टीम।
And finishes in a 9. The Queen of Indian Archery, Jyoti Sareka Venom, takes the country into the archery history books.
जब मेरा पता चला दीदी के साथ सेमीफाइनल होगा, पोडियम पे जो मोमेंट्स थे, वो जो मैच चल रहा था, बस उसी को एंजॉय किया और अपनी शूटिंग फॉलो की। एज अ पर्सन, एज एन आर्चर वो बहुत अच्छी है, शांत है और सभी की इंस्पिरेशन है इंडिया में, क्योंकि वो लगातार इंडिया को रिज़ल्ट दे रही है और इंडिया का नाम रोशन करिए, तो हम उस दीदी के ही पीछे पीछे जा रहे हैं।
What a performance.
तब ऐसा था कि मेरी बहुत हार्ट बीट भी बढ़ गई थी और मेरे को थोड़ा सा टेंशन था कि क्या होगा, अब इंडिया के लिए गोल्ड लाएगा या नहीं।
Swami from India. She puts it into the 10. A 1:49 takes this teenage sensation from India to the world title at senior level.
मेरे को तो बहुत अंदर से खुशी हो रही थी, बट मैं वो एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पा रही थी। ऐसा लग रहा था मैं कि सपना है ये कोई। और जब मैं पोडियम पे गई, मैंने राष्ट्रगान सुना तो बहुत प्राउड फील हो रहा था, बहुत इमोशनल फील हो रहा था। वो पल मेरे लाइफ के गोल्डन आवर्स थे। नहीं, मैंने स्टार्टिंग में तो बिल्कुल नहीं एक्सपेक्ट किया था, क्योंकि जो स्टार्टिंग के 2 वर्ल्ड कप्स थे उसमें मेरा कुछ अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस नहीं रहा था। शायद मैंने उसी वजह से मैं थोड़ी मोटिवेट रह के आगे अच्छा कर पाई। जैसे सब कह रहे कि यंग एज में मैंने इतना सब अचीव कर लिया, तो मैं आगे भी इसी परफॉर्मेंस को बरकरार रख के आगे भी इंडिया को प्राउड फील करवाना चाहूँगी।
History being made, the Diti, Gopichan, Swami. Swami's achieved so much and she's just starting out. But the world's best archers can have extremely long careers, even at the top of the game, especially when compared to other elite sports. But with recent retirements meaning so few of the modern era originals are left, plenty of people are asking, when life on the shooting line is done, what comes next? Sophie Daudemont of France leading out Isabel Carpenter of Great Britain. It's a case of youth versus experience.
The lifespan of an archer depends. I mean, I've seen some come and go in a short time. I've seen some be around a long time. I mean, I have done this since I was 19 years old. And like I said, my last World Cup was in 2020. It's tough. It's tough to walk away and say, well, I may not ever shoot one of these again. I think it just depends on who you are and where you go and how you work and what you end up.
The future is always hard to tell. I'm still in the belief of I'll be doing this for a long time, but again now you see more and more people pulling out, starting to figure out new ways to go, and always looking forward to which direction are we going to go afterwards. And those thoughts are getting closer and closer, especially when you see the level as it is now.
보통 선수들이 30대를 기점으로 일단 뭐 부상 때문에 그만두는 선수들이 가장 많을 거고, 경기력 저하 때문에 그만두는 선수들이 그 다음일 거고, 근데 저는 뭐 부상 때문에 그만둔다는 생각은 좀 해본 적이 없었고, 경기력이 자연스럽게 처지고 좋은 선수는 좋은 후배들이 많이 올라왔을 때 그때 자연스럽게 밀려나면서 그만두는 게 좋지 않을까.
The opportunities for an archer who retires have been very little. I think if compounds get in the Olympic Games, it'll be a huge difference. I think the opportunities will be way more out there. India's had Sergio Pogni over helping an M. I'm now in Korea. You know, that's just because of the Asian Games. So if it goes in the Olympics, you're going to see a lot more opportunities for athletes to go out and help other countries get up to pace to where the compound is.
It's definitely a pride to have been here so long, but it's also a little bit scary standing out there on the line and have a look around and say, okay, none of these ones were here when I started. Like everybody is babies compared to.
Some of them were born with stuff.
Yeah, that's another thing too, yes.
Entonces, decir con estos arqueros de trayectoria es que seguramente su trabajo siempre va a ser el doble de los que van llegando, porque ya aparte que este es un deporte que es lo bueno a diferencia de otros, es un deporte longevo, entonces que muchos de esos arqueros todavía estén en las selecciones de sus países pues dice mucho de su trabajo.
I flirted with retiring back in 2017, but that was more out of frustration than anything else. I'm finding myself at home. I have an opportunity to move into a career that doesn't involve me traveling 30 weeks a year to tournaments, and it's definitely appealing and appetizing to go home and spend time at home. I feel like I've had one of, if not the greatest careers at the World Cups, and it's time to take the next step. I used to be probably the original babyface assassin before Stefan came out, and now, yeah, I've definitely seen some seasons come and go. I was approached last year towards the fall about getting a job working for Dart and Conquest and Black Eagle, and it was weird at the time. It was like, wait, there's something after archery, and like with Rio becoming a coach, it's the ultimate. It's using your career as a springboard into what's next. I would like to think at some point over the last 20 years of this career, I've learned a little bit about performance, what it takes to be a champion. We spend every day waking up in the morning trying to figure out how to be the best in the world and then executing it. And I want to put that same attention and approach into this job.
And it's all in the hands of Braden Gelantine, 25 years old, going for the gold medal here at the World Cup Finals, and he got it!
Braden has been a teammate of mine for a lot of years. Been a great competitor for a lot of years. We competed against each other a lot. I mean, he's won a lot of medals. We've won a lot together. So it's kind of a cool deal, and it's cool to see him, you know, be kind of the leader of the team. I think now with Tanya being his wife, I think she pushes him to work harder, you know, because I see that a little bit. Like, I think that's what's made Braden be around as long as he has.
She did?
When I started dating Tanya and we got married, it was kind of a resurgence in my archery career because she was at a point in hers where it was just taking off. So it was easy to jump back on that train and you know, ride it out for a few more years. But I've always wanted to have a family. I've always wanted to have stuff outside of archery that was important to me. A lot of times you can get caught up in the moment and lose track of what you're doing, the success you're having, or things like that get in the way. But it is important to think about what's next because a career can be over at any minute. And personally, I would rather dictate that ending than have someone tell me it's over. Surprisingly, really at peace with everything that I've achieved, everything that I've accomplished. Archery will always be a part of my life. I'll always be competing in some form or another, but for now it makes sense to start a family with the same vigor that I chased a career.
Archery isn't just about shooting 10s, it's about shooting 10s when it matters most. There's just one man on the tour who thrives in only the biggest moments. Reigning world and Olympic champion, Mete Gazos.
And Mete Gazos is going to repeat that feat from Daryl Pace here in 2023. A quick shot from Peters, but the celebrations have already begun.
Yeah, I agree that it's not luck to go out there and win the games and then world championships. I think that I should start getting a commission off of his wins since he beats me to win them. But it doesn't really matter how many World Cups or what you win. It's like just winning the big ones is all that anyone really, at the end of the day, cares about.
I want to win a world championship, but I want to more than individual world championship. Team medal and team quota, and we got it.
Yes, he says, and yes, it is. A 5.
In Friday, when we won the team places, I just said I wouldn't want to be shoot against Mete on Sunday. He doesn't have any weight in his shoulder anymore. And on the last arrow, I just thought that this is the time. He becomes the legendary now.
It's been a long time since someone has held Olympic champ and world champion at the same time. The last person to hold it, I believe, was Daryl Pace. Daryl Pace is also the only person to win 2 Olympics. And Daryl Pace could have won 3. In all actuality, with how good he was and the scores that he shot, it's just the one games everyone boycotted. And so who knows, maybe he would have won 3. For Mete to come and hold both titles, it's been 50 years. It's pretty awesome. I think winning back-to-back Olympics is it's insane. You know, it's something that truly nobody has ever done. And I don't know if it can be done. There's a possibility. Extremely hard. It would be insane. It would just absolutely be insane.
I mean, sport is different. This is same in every sport, but this is really different in life. You are winning something, but just after 45 seconds, I mean, the medal ceremony takes just 7 minutes. After 7 minutes, you have to be ready for the next competition. Yeah, this circle was just so short. It's just 3 years after Tokyo. Mete becomes some kind of target for all the archers. When they match with the Mete during the bracket, they always try to hunt him. And this makes some extra performance. This creates some extra motivation on our opponents.
He looks happy. He's got the 9, and he's beaten the Olympic champion.
Start match, first round. I shot 30, he shot 30. Okay. I shot 28. He shot 29. But after someone beat me, after round, where are you? 25, 24, 26. Why?
Ellison claims his first world title.
I think momentum going into an Olympic year is huge. Like my 2019 season, like I built on 2019, and even into the indoor season in 2020, I shot my 900 in Vegas, and then COVID hit. And then like when we get back just 1 year later to 2021 with what everything happened, like complete shift in how I was shooting, my mental space, everything. Mete winning Worlds this year gives him a lot of confidence going into next year and carrying that momentum. But carrying a momentum for a year is tough.
I'm ready for Paris next year. I focus just Olympic Games. I just shoot. Next year I just shoot, and I know I win the second gold medal in the region.
Next Olympic is so close, it's just 300 days away. But luckily this time we're not going to work for the technical places, we already have the places. To shooting in front of that rings, it's completely different mind setup, and because of this everybody will focus to win, and we will use this as an advantage because we had an experience and we know what everybody will try to beat us, but in the same time if Mete can perform like a Mete Gazos, he can win in every competition.
If confidence is key in archery, Mete has the golden ticket. But if we've learned anything in 2023, it's that he's not the only one able to perform under pressure. The tussle for the podium at Paris 2024 is going to be so much fun to watch. But in the meantime, enjoy the off-season as we head indoors, and we'll be back for more from the Archery Plus show in 2024. Covering the lead-up and action from next summer's Olympics, as well as the 18th season of the Hyundai Archery World Cup. If the sands were shifting in 2023, with young talent and new nations taking centre stage, we can't wait to see what 2024 has in store.